Hey team, welcome to Strong Body, Strong Mind program. My name is Coach Kevin, I'm with Exos, and today we're going to talk about a subject we already talked about in the past. We're talking about sleep. Sleep is our most important subject for today. So, first we're going to do a warm-up, we're going to do a little workout, 5 exercises as usual, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit deeper in why sleep is so important and why this recovery strategy is like #1 priority in our life. Okay, so guys, first things first, you need a mat, a little bit of water, and actually that is it for today. So you can lay down. My knees they have some space in between, and we're just gonna drop the knees from side to side, just nice and easy, increasing some blood flow in our tissues. Just let them drop. Keep the shoulders down to the ground. And then we're going to increase the range of motion by actively pushing our knees in the ground. You can hold it for a couple seconds if you want. Sorry. A couple more here. Perfect. Okay, gonna grab the knees. We're just gonna roll up and down. This is a very good exercise if you have some problems in your low back. This will take off some tension. So when you roll up, I want you to pull your knees towards your chest to get even a bigger stretch in the back of your, in the low back. Yes. Up and down. We're going to flip over. We're going to stay on our stomach. Hands out. We've done this before. Hands are 90 degrees with the upper back. And then we're just going to roll side to side. First ones can be nice and easy. Mobilizing the upper back and the lower back. And then we're going to increase the intensity. What we're going to do is we're going to go up, reaching up, stretching the front of the shoulders, but also having some mobility or some stretches in the neck. And you can even push yourself up if you want to, or reach your hand. That is all fine. Last one. Perfect. Okay guys, you can go on hands and knees. From here what we're gonna do, it's a cat-cow, so this movement, but we're going to breathe in when we go down. Breathe out all the way, push the upper back, tuck the pelvis underneath as high as we can, all the air out, and then when we breathe in, we're going to go back down. Okay, let's go. I'm looking just in front of my body. Pushing the ground away. Exhale all the air. Last one. And recover. Perfect. Next position, right here. Yeah, like this. So we're going to reach towards our toes. So from here, reaching, rotating, reaching. Two more. Switch. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, next one. We're going in a lunge position. Right here, my knee is below my ear. From here, I'm going to rotate. I'm going to extend and trying to touch my heel. Try to make sure this knee stays forward. 3, 4. This is a stretch for this. We're always sitting. This needs to be open. Otherwise, they get short and then we get low back pain. Last one. Switch. Always try to look at your heel. We're also mobilizing the neck. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect. Okay. Down dog, plank position. From here, butt towards the ceiling. Up, come back. Hold and back. Hold and back. Hold and back. And back. Last one. Perfecto. Okay. The last exercise, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a wide stance. Ceiling is here, we're gonna stay low. 5 each side, nice and slow. Extend, extend. My butt is back, not here, here. Three, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay guys, so as usual, 5 exercises. I show you 1 round, you need to do 2 more, so 3 in total. Our first exercise is one we did before. Actually, all of them we already did. So you can now try to increase the intensity. From here, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 reps, okay? I will show you all of those exercises and join you for 1 round, and then it's up to you, okay? Let's go. 1, 5 and switch. Shoulders off the ground. 5, 5, 5, switch. Number 3. Ribs down, switch. 4, ribs down here, try to push your low back in the ground. 4, 5, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. That's number 1. Number 2 is also a core exercise, but more for the side and a mobility exercise. Top leg in front, lower leg right after. Head to heel, 1 line. From here, breathing out. Reaching back. Breathing in, back forward. Okay? From the side, here, breathing out, breathing in, and switch, okay? 5 left, 5 right. Here we go. Last one. Perfect. Let's go. Breathe out. Up. Make sure your elbow is below the shoulder. 5, perfect. Okay, next one. Also an exercise you should already know. Shin Box. Okay, from here I'm going to open up the door, waiting for this one, because this needs to stay down as long as possible. Now it needs to come through, and what we're going to add, standing up, extending the hips. Now we go down without touching the ground, we go up without touching the ground. Okay, 5, let's go. 2, 3. If you can also try to just go without hands the whole time. Unfortunately, I'm not that good in this exercise, so I'm just gonna hold up. 2 more. But this is an amazing exercise. You should do this every day, this one. This is the best one for the hips, and when the hips are nice and mobile, that means the back or the low back can also function as it should be. Last one here. Hop. Boom. Perfect. Now, we're gonna stand up, and we're going to do something similar as in the warm-up, but right now, we're going up and down. So it's this one, but we're going back up. So the ceiling is higher again, so we don't destroy our head. We're going to go down, and we're going to rotate this foot, so that means my upper body is also rotating a little bit, coming back up. Here, rotate, back up. If you need some stability, you can always put your hands down. 5, 5, let's go. Crack, crack, crack. 3. Last one. Perfect. Shake it off, and then we have our last exercise, also 5 reps, hand walk. Now, we're not gonna stop in the plank. We're going to crawl more. Then we come back, then we do the push-up. Looks like this. Walking out, more, passing the shoulders, hold, come back, push up, walking back up. Let's go 5. Passing, the ribs are down here. Hop. Guys, when you do the push-up, your elbow should point backwards. Not here, here. Two more. Last one. Okay, that's it. So, 2 more rounds. Hollow body to tuck, lateral bridge, rotation, the shin box coming up, this one, the squats, and then the hand walk to push up. Those, I want you to repeat 5 reps for 2 more rounds, sorry. 5 reps each, 2 more rounds, okay? If you're done with that, perfect. Then we have the next part. So you can press pause right now. I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about sleep. So we've covered this topic a little bit, but I think it's important to always keep everybody involved in the topic, because it is such a powerful recovery strategy, but also just to get your mind right. You want to have a strong body, we also want to have a strong mind. So sleep, we know right now we need something like 8 hours should be we should strive for 8 hours of sleep each night. Of course, there are troubles, and we have children, we need to wake up early, we have shifts. This is all stuff that really messes up the whole sleeping pattern. So I'm just gonna share with you what I'm doing, and then you can see, maybe you can pick something out that feels usable for you, okay? So 8 hours of sleep should be somewhere where you should strive to. If you're sleeping 6 hours, what you can try is 15 minutes more. This is, I know if you have a kid that wakes up every 1 hour, it's impossible, but if you don't, then this is something you can always incorporate. So a little bit more is always good. Of course, too much is too much. Huh? We don't want to stay in bed for 11 hours because we, as the normal people, we don't need that much sleep. Okay, if we have professional athletes, they are working out 3 to 4 times a day. They need more sleep because they need to recover to make sure they can keep doing what they're doing and keep their injury rate very low. So during sleep, we have a couple phases. The most important is the deep sleep and our dreaming phase, so the rapid eye movement phase. So during deep sleep, this is where all the restorative components are getting recovered, I would say. So homeostasis, this is where we try to strive to homeostasis. So if the blood pressure is high, if the heart rate is still high, if there's still some lactate in the body from working out, if the mind is somewhere else, stress. So we try to keep and go back to this neutral place. So this is what deep sleep does, but also if you did, for example, a heavy workout, deep sleep will make sure you will recover from this and get stronger while sleeping. So you don't get stronger in the gym, you get stronger by sleeping. Okay, should be around 1 or 2 hours each night. Super, super important to recover the whole body. Now, the next phase is the rapid eye movement. So this is the dreaming phase. This is also important. Why? Because this is where we learn. Okay, this is where if you have a meeting and you heard about something you've never heard before, you look it up, you read it, perfect. During the night, your brain will try to get this from the short-term memory to the long-term memory to make sure you don't forget this or never ever forget this again. So same for when we were at school. Short example, you were studying all night, you were like, I know nothing, and you go to bed, you sleep your 7, 8 hours, you wake up, you go to the test, and it feels like everything is flowing out of your pen. This is what the REM sleep does. So it makes sure all the stuff you learned goes into your brain and stays there for a longer period of time. It's also super important for creativity. So if you have longer REM phases, then this is also super helpful to make sure you keep being creative. 1 or 2 hours. For myself, I sleep even 3 to 4. I don't know why this is, but I'm also not so creative. And then of course we have a routine. So before you go to bed, a morning routine is something else because this is harder. Why? Because you have kids waking up, you have a dog, you need to wake up at 6, you need to be at work at 7. So the time, sometimes it's not right to do a morning routine. So then it's better to take a nighttime routine so you don't need a morning routine. Doing yoga in the morning, meditation, all this stuff, this builds up in time, so you actually take away sleep. So it's better to sleep a little bit longer and wind down faster in the night, okay? So a couple things that are very important is you need to make sure your room is dark, like dark, dark. You should not see any light, okay? Because these small amounts of lights can still keep you awake. Second, you should be in a cool room. If it's super warm, your body will not be able to sleep fast because our core temperature inside, when this is low, we will fall asleep faster and we will also be asleep longer. Okay, so opening up a window, or when you're living in a very crowded space, it's always important to open the window before you go to bed and then close it to make sure you don't have these noise. Noise is another thing. You need to try to sleep in a room where there's not a lot of noise, which is sometimes very hard, but there's they have these things to put into your ears to make sure you sleep perfectly. So those are like the things you can already start doing. Now, next one is super important: phone, laptop, and television. So they all send out blue light. Blue light keeps you awake. So we have a hormone called melatonin. If your eyes keep getting light, melatonin will not be produced, or it is always produced but not as much, so it will take longer for you to fall asleep. That means blue light blockers, for example. I have those glasses, those orange yellow glasses. They help me from getting away from the blue light. I also don't try to keep my phone at least 30 to 1 hour before the bed. I don't want to look at it. So it's in flight mode, it's in another room to make sure I don't watch it. Laptop, same thing, in another room. I try to keep, or trying to not watch television, also 30 to 1 hour before I go to bed to make sure my melatonin is going high and I can fall asleep super fast, okay? Then there's some stuff you can add to make sure you fall asleep faster. So a routine, like for example, I always like to drink a tea before I go to bed, so my body actually knows from the moment he got the tea inside the body, it's like, oh, now I will be sleeping in the next 30 to 45 minutes, so I can prepare. So this is something, you're probably already unconsciously doing this, but this is something that actually helps you to fall asleep faster. Same for a warm shower or a sauna hour, for example. This is stuff, it's so warm, you get so tired if you walk out that you could fall asleep like this. Same thing, because the warmth is on the outside, the core temperature is lower, so you will fall asleep faster again, okay? And then the last thing we talked about is breathing. Breathing is like super, super important. We breathe 20,000, maybe more times a day. So if you have troubles breathing, you can actually also have issues on shoulder, neck, and even more down to the body. So what we're going to do right now is to prepare your body to go in non-stress mode. So you can lay down on your back. What we're gonna do, first part, we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds in the nose. We're gonna hold for 2. We're gonna breathe out for 8. Guys, as always, the diaphragm or the ribs, they are doing the movement. Belly goes up, ribs go expand in all the way up, sideways and backwards. And then when we breathe out, the ribs, they fall down. Okay? Get ready? Let's go. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And inhale. 2, 3, 4, and hold. 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. 3, 4, and hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you can keep going. So if you breathe out more air, we're actually making sure our body systems, they're working less. Only the digestive system, that will still keep working. Of course, our heart will still keep beating. But all the other stuff, like our muscles, they will relax. The brain will relax. So this is super important if you want to wind down fast after a workout, or you want to fall asleep a little bit faster. So what you can do right now is increase the time. We're going to inhale for 6, hold for 4, and exhale for 12 seconds. If you have trouble with the 12 seconds, you can also go 10 or 8 seconds. That is completely fine. As long as you breathe out more air than you breathe in, because this activates the system that relaxes the body. Okay? So you can keep going. For 4 to 5 more sets, and then we are done for today. Thank you for joining. I hope to see you again Thursday. Okay, bye-bye. Good job.